Benson for the point.
Back to better.
Walking down. Active pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Leif Bakken, and you're on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for joining us here from Hawley, Minnesota, as the Golden Nuggets of Hawley are hosting the Perham Yellow Jackets in varsity volleyball tonight on Dig Pink Night here at Hawley High School. We've got the pep band playing for us tonight as well, and we are looking forward to a good volleyball match here on yourliveevent.com, and we're glad to have you along as we have got two good teams along for the ride tonight, and a little bit of a fire and a little bit of revenge maybe on the mind of the Nuggets tonight as they lost to this team early on in the season, and here we are ready to play some volleyball. Once again, I'm Leif Bakken. Glad you're here for tonight's event. On a Monday night, we're playing volleyball instead of a Tuesday and Thursday. So that's exciting as we talk about our two teams here and start off with the Perham Yellow Jackets, who are coached by Nikki Bruns. They are 10-14 overall. They are 7-4 in the section and 2-3 in the conference. Just over the weekend, Perham hosted a tournament that Hawley went and participated in, but they did not see each other in that tournament. And we talked about that last Thursday we talked about that game and that tournament coming up and talked with Coach Kathleen Rusted of the Nuggets. And so a little disappointed there in not seeing each other probably. But that also doesn't give away their secrets. The only thing they know is from film and what they've seen of each other early on in the season. In that tournament, Perham went 3-2. So not too bad, and we'll hear from Coach Bruns about that tournament and how she felt things went in that as well. We're also going to talk with Coach Kathleen Rusted of the Hawley Golden Nuggets. They are 16-4 overall. In the section, they're 9-2. Conference, they're 4-1. Guess who that one loss is to? None other than the Perham Yellow Jackets. So that is where there's a little bit of heartburn tonight, especially for the Nuggets, who, as you can tell, the student section across the way wearing pink in the Dig Pink event, and they also recognize their parents tonight prior to us going live here on yourliveevent.com. In that Perham tournament, the Nuggets went 4-2. They went 4-2. Perham went 3-2. Nuggets went 4-2. So it's really interesting. That one conference loss is to Perham, and it was 3-0 sets on September 9th. So just over a month ago, the Nuggets saw this Perham team, and they lost to them in 3. We talk about that in our pregame coaches' comments with both coaches, so be ready for that. You'll hear kind of what the plan is. We'll talk a little more about the tournament as well from over the weekend. And it's just going to be a good night of volleyball. I can feel it. I've got the energy for it. I think all the ladies on the floor have got the energy for it as well, and we're going to have some fun. It's the Hawley Golden Nuggets hosting the Perham Yellow Jackets at Hawley High School in Hawley, Minnesota on yourliveevent.com. We have got your pregame coaches' comments coming your way in just a second.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With over 950 students, the Hawley Public Schools strive to provide a personalized learning experience for each and every one of their students to be the best that they can be. The lessons taught at Hawley Public Schools will stay with students not just throughout their academic career, but through adulthood as well. For more information about the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook at Hawley Nuggets. Good luck, Nuggets, from the Hawley Public Schools.
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it, and always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
On yourliveevent.com, I'm Leif Bakken here with Coach Kathleen Rusted, head coach of the Hawley Golden Nuggets volleyball, and let's take a look at the weekend. You had a pretty good tournament in Perham, but you didn't get to see Perham 4-2 in that tournament. What's your thought on that and the takeaways from that coming into tonight's game?
I think we got to see some great competition at the Perham tournament. We started out with Frazee, who we had just seen on Thursday, bumped up a notch with Melrose, who is close to that city's area. They have some big people. Then we saw Sabika, who split with Melrose, and they have a couple of big swingers, a little taller than us. And then our final game in the championship, well, we had a DGF, we had Boston, and then we came back and played Sauk Center in the championship, who had some extremely high height that we haven't seen yet in this neck of the woods. Overall, we got to see some different types of defenses. You know, I have to hand it to the girls. We had a 12-hour day of volleyball, and by the end, they were still coming up with some new shots, and they still had some energy. So I think they learned some things, how to play smarter and not harder by the end of the day.
So after that, 16-4 overall, you're 9-2 in the section, 4-1 in the conference. Tonight's a conference game against Perham. And tell me a little bit about Perham. There's got to be a little fire in the belly of the girls because that was your first loss. Your one loss of the conference was early on in the season to Perham.
I think I speak for the whole team. We all want to redo on that one. Yep, I think they've learned a lot. You know, I'm not going to take anything away from Perham by any means. I'm sure that they want another chance at us too. But I think the girls, throughout the season have learned a lot more than the first game, and I think, like we talked about before, volleyball is such a game of momentum, and if we can get that momentum early on in the game, build up that confidence right away, and again, broken record, serve and pass right away in the beginning of the game, I think they're gonna be happy with their play.
Not that it matters much to you, but just before that tournament in Perham, they dropped 3 conference games, and so does that feel like the momentum's maybe shifted in your favor here, and that you're going to have a good one tonight?
Anything can happen on any given night. Perham is a rivalry, just like Barnesville, just like DGF. Anything can happen. We do not underestimate this team by any means, and I think the girls are ready to come out hard. I pray that they do come out hard, serving and passing, with a little bit of fire, and because I know Perham's ready to come out with some fire too.
Coach Kathleen Rusted of the Hawley Nuggets, best of luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With YourLiveEvent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
On YourLiveEvent.com, I'm Leif Bakken with the head coach of the Perham Yellow Jackets, Nikki Bruns. And Coach, you guys hosted a tournament over the weekend, and you guys ended up 3-2 in that tournament. What are your thoughts on the tournament? You guys have taken in 3 of them this year, and that explains why you guys have a lot of games under your belt.
We do. We play in a lot of hard tournaments in the beginning of the season, and we always love hosting our one because we ended up with some really, really good teams there. But we competed, we battled, we had a lot of ups and downs, but at the end we pulled out a couple great wins. At one point we were down 9-0 and came back and won, and then ended up going 3 sets and coming back with a victory. So it's good to see them have a little grit and compete all the way through.
You know, speaking of grit and those things, what did you take away from that tournament that you have to bring to Hawley tonight?
Hawley's going to be tough tonight. They're a competitive team, and they've been playing really well this season, so I'm hoping we can carry that grit and that determination through how we ended the tournament on Saturday through today on Monday.
What's it feel for your team and for you? You come into the first conference game and you beat them in 3, and then you come to their home court and I have a feeling they've got a little fire in the gut.
Yes, they do, and I think they underestimated us a little bit the first time they played us, and now it's not going to be the case. They're going to come. They're going to be coming for us, and we got to make sure that we're prepared.
10-14 overall, 7-4 in the section, 2-3 in the conference. Unfortunately, those last 3 losses were right before your tournament. What needs to improve from those games to this conference?
Playing together. Our biggest piece has been our chemistry and consistency, and that's been our focus this season. And we go in streaks where we have that, and then we go in streaks where we kind of dig ourselves a hole, and we have to try to work our way out of that. So I'm hoping that those stretches can be a little bit smaller, because volleyball is a game of ups and downs. So we just got to eliminate our mistakes a little bit more and continue to play aggressively.
And who do we need to watch for tonight on your roster? Anybody special that really stands out to you?
Willow Thiel has been playing really, really well in the front row. She's been really done a great job putting the ball away. Sydney Anderson, our one senior this year, she's done a fantastic job in the back row. So, and we got a lot of younger girls in here that have been playing really, really well. So it's going to be a fun match.
Coach Bruns, best of luck to you tonight.
All right, thank you so much.
That's Coach Nikki Bruns of the Yellow Jackets from Perham as they take on the Hawley Nuggets on YourLiveEvent.com.
For the best selection in new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, stop by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. With one of the biggest, best selections around and the most competitive prices, it's worth your time to stop and visit the guys and let them put you in a new vehicle. Check out the selection online at christianmotors.com or stop by the lot in Fertile. Proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. It's Christian Motors in Fertile.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers.
Well, it's volleyball night on a Monday in Hawley, Minnesota. I'm Leaf Bakken, going to have the play-by-play for you tonight in this varsity matchup between the Hawley Nuggets and the Perham Yellow Jackets on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for joining us tonight, folks. As we just witnessed, you may have joined us in time to watch 2 sets of junior varsity volleyball, and that included set 1 going to the Nuggets 25-12, and set 2 was a little bit tighter, a little back and forth action till about the 23 mark, because that's where the Nuggets took over and won it just by a hair, 25-23. They do not play a third set in JV volleyball. We are playing 8th AA Minnesota volleyball, so that's exciting, and they just were in a tournament over the weekend, as I mentioned, in Perham. And we heard Coach Bruns talk about a couple of the teams, along with Coach Rusted talking about who they played. And so that includes teams from 6AA, 6A. I believe there's a 5A team there as well. So a lot of different teams that these two got to see, not each other at that tournament, which maybe that's okay, maybe not. I know that Coach Rusted was looking forward to trying to see them and maybe prep a little bit, but they're going to have to go off of when they saw them the first time. Speaking of which, it was the first conference loss and the only conference loss for the Nuggets as Perham came. They went to Perham, I should say. The Nuggets were at Yellow Jackets territory, and they lost 3-0. That was on September 9th, so a month ago. So now what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at a 16-4 overall Nugget team right now, and so that's kind of exciting for the Golden Nuggets, and they've been doing very, very well. They're 9-2 in this section, and once again 4-1 in this conference. Now let's switch over to the Yellow Jackets. They are 10-14 overall. So the not a winning record, but they've got 24 games under their belt. That's because, including their tournament this weekend, they participated in 3 tournaments. So that adds up. Maybe there's some wear and tear on the body. Maybe it's just more experience. Yeah, I've heard it from both sides of the coin there on what they think on tournaments and what the deal is. So we'll see how it goes tonight. In the section again, Perham 7-4. They're 2-3 in the conference. Those 3 conference losses were dropped just before tournament play last week. So the Thursday prior, last Tuesday and last Thursday, the Perham Yellow Jackets dropped 3. And so maybe the tide has shifted into the Nuggets here, and they might have an opportunity to, well, one, they want their revenge after losing in Perham, and then we'll see if they have the power and what they've been doing and working on for the last month to come into this game. Along with Perham, we've talked about, Coach Bruns talked about how she wants their grit to be there. She wants them to work together, and that's going to be the big thing, is seeing that work together, and it'll be a good time tonight, I'm sure, for both these teams. They love the sport of volleyball, and I hope you do too, because we're going to have a good volleyball match on our hands on yourliveevent.com. Once again, I'm Leaf Bakken. Let me take a quick look over here. We only have one other Minnesota volleyball game going on. That's International Falls at LBF. And tomorrow night, there will be Minnesota and North Dakota volleyball. Fertile Beltrami and Climax Fisher tomorrow night. Kindred and Lisbon in North Dakota. That's Class B Region 1. And then West Fargo versus West Fargo Cheyenne EDC. So that should be good. And then Thursday there will be some more volleyball, International Falls and Deer River, Fertile Beltrami at Monome and Waubun. And in North Dakota, it'll be Fargo North and Fargo South. So get your volleyball fix in the next few days. Glad you're along here on yourliveevent.com. We have got the Hawley Nuggets hosting the Perham Yellow Jackets in 8AA section volleyball, and it's a conference match as well. And we're going to have the action for you in just a bit. We're going to get to our national anthem. We'll have the starting lineups coming up as well. So don't go anywhere. Maybe grab some popcorn, grab a quick bite, grab a drink of your choice. Enjoy Minnesota volleyball tonight on yourliveevent.com. We'll be right back.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With preschool, before and after school enrichment, and community education, the Hawley Public Schools are able to provide learning opportunities for all students. With academic clubs, athletics, and fine arts, the Hawley Public Schools has the right club or organization for your student to become a member of. To learn more about programs and activities offered by the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us.
Work has begun to replace Line 3 near your community, and keeping everyone safe is our top priority. Please be extra careful when driving near construction activity. Be aware of trucks and heavy equipment, and please don't enter the work areas, because we all want everyone home safe. For more information, visit enbridge.com/line3us.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I'll look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debt, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
As the Hawley High School pep band steps down and takes things back to the band room, what a great job they just did with the national anthem. They did a great job pumping everybody up here in the gym, here on Dig Pink Night, as you can see across the way. We can see the student section, and they're introducing the non-starters for the Perham Yellow Jackets. They are wearing their white with the black trim and black numbers. Libero tonight, Mallory Greif, she's wearing the yellow with the black number. And so I think we got pretty close with the colors here on yourliveevent.com. And now they'll announce the reserves for the Hawley Nuggets. Once again, these two teams, very good volleyball programs. 10 and 14 overall for the Yellow Jackets, 2 and 3 in the conference. And the Hawley Nuggets are on a good run with a 16-4 overall record and a 4-1 conference look. Had a big tournament in Perham with a lot of different teams that they hadn't seen over the weekend in Perham. And so that was good for them. Coach Rusted hadn't taken in very many tournaments. As for Perham, they've taken in 3 now, and so I think that begins to play into how things go. It depends on, you know, who's got more experience, who feels like they've got a better look at it, and so we'll have to see if that plays out as we get to our starters tonight. Number 1, Sydney Anderson. She's the lone senior outside hitter at 5'4". Kennedy Pilgrim playing middle hitter. She stands at 5 foot for this team from Perham. Number 4 is Lola Pulver. She's a setter and right side hitter, 5'6". Number 13 is Jaden Hackle, setter and middle hitter. 14 is Olivia Pilgrim. She's a right side hitter at 5'9". And 18 is Willow Thiel, an outside hitter at 5'11". And we heard Coach talk about Willow Thiel before. And so we'll want to watch number 1 and number 18, the senior, and then the good outside hitter. As we get to our starting lineup for the Hawley Nuggets, number 5 is Anna Steer, middle hitter at 5'9" and a junior. Alex Eilertson is a 5'7" senior and a setter and right side hitter. Grace Fleming, senior as well. She wears the number 7, outside hitter at 5'8". Faith Rusted wearing the number 8, a 5'9" senior and outside hitter. Ashley Fletcher wears the number 11, a setter, defensive specialist at 5'7" and a senior. And I believe that was also number 9, Isabel Steer, the middle hitter, 5'9", and a freshman. She does a really nice job for this team. So we see a lot of good players coming out onto the floor tonight for our two teams, as it is Dig Pink night on Monday, the 11th of October, October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And they had a lot of great, they had a nice little program before we got underway here, and had a lot of great donations and a great cause. So a good job by the Hawley Nuggets putting something together and doing something and getting some money put together for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so good job by them, and good luck to both these teams tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken. Glad to have the play-by-play action for you. Ben is running the camera, and we're going to have fun tonight, Ben. Hopefully you're at home jumping around as well. Student section spilling out towards the locker room door. Looks like everybody's ready to have some fun tonight. As we get started tonight, it'll be Grace Fleming to serve. And we're underway at Hawley High School as the Yellow Jackets work it around. Nuggets will take it back. Here's Eilertson off of Fleming's pass. This one to the back where Steer sends it, but a nice save there by Hackle. Thiel pushes it over. That was Fletcher. Good job by Grace Rusted, and now a point will go to the Yellow Jackets as Rusted crossed into the line. Into the net. Anderson will step back to serve for the Yellow Jackets. Big block up front. Great job by Lola Pulver. As the Nuggets were up front trying to set this one over, and they were right there at the net. 2-0 lead to start things off for the Yellow Jackets visiting on the board. Steer hammers it back, but too far. Turns into a 3-0 lead now for Perham. Sydney Anderson will continue her serve. As it turns into an ace. Fletcher and Rusted looked at each other, called each other off. Steer was there, but she also didn't take that opportunity, so it's now 4-0. This one nicks the net, but Rusted is there. Eilertson back to Rusted. Good job there by Hackle. Pilgrim then sent over. Hard set back by Rusted. Here's Thiel on the attack. A lighter attack, but Rusted is there. Eilertson, now Rusted. Hard hit back to Greif. Thiel bumps it over. Fleming, Eilertson, now Steer. Good job there by Olivia Pilgrim, and then this one lands on the wrong side for the Perham Yellow Jackets, and it'll be Hawley point as they get one up on the board. And the 1-4 serve will now be from the junior Anna Steer. Awkward set, and that's what I thought might happen there, is they're going to call that a carry. That was Thiel trying to get to it, so mark that down here for Anna Steer as an ace. Spirit fingers and pom-poms. Thiel on the dig. Anderson. And now Greif, barely gets it over. On the set to the middle. Nice job by Eilertson, but Yellow Jackets able to work it around. Good block up front, and it ends up going down inside the line. And a point there for the Hawley Nuggets. Good job by Steer and Eilertson up front. This is Anna Steer serving. Greif was there. Thiel on the light touch over Fletcher, Eilertson, and then Rustad. Hackle, followed by Pulver, and then hit by Thiel. What a kill there. Greif will now step back and serve with a 5-3 lead for the Yellow Jackets as they take back control. Tip over, and then official says on the floor that the Nuggets were in the net once again. I believe Eilertson was the one. Now a 3-point lead as number 3 serves. That would have been out, but Fleming touched it. Steer. Now Eilertson on the hard pass over. Hey, that's going to work out. So now Eilertson will step back to serve, but McKenna Iverson will step on. She's a 5'10 senior, as Fletcher will take a break and sit on the bench. Light serve by Eilertson, mishandled. And so there's an ace to get things started here for Alex Eilertson. She had a couple of big aces on the last game, and she likes to, she's trying a few things differently, where she's usually a deep server, but she'll vary her serve now, which is very smart on her part. There's a pretty hard serve, goes to the back row, good dive. Pulver, and then pushed over by Thiel. Nice save there by Fleming, but then just too close to the net where Eilertson and Rustad couldn't get to it. And the Perham Yellow Jackets go up by 2 here in set number 1 on yourliveevent.com. Community Co-op scoreboard shows us 5 for Hawley, 7 for Perham. Serving. That was Maya Richter. Good block up front by the Nuggets. As this one goes too far, hard hit by Sydney Anderson. Good read by the Nuggets. And a little bit of a back and forth battle happening here between our two teams. Faith Rustad, the senior, on the serve. There's Anderson, followed by Hackle. Attack done by Pilgrim. That's Olivia Pilgrim. Eilertson sets it up. Steer pushes across. That's Izzy Steer with the kill. And we're wrapped up at 7 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Rustad finds that edge, but Anderson is there. She'll also go on the attack. Hard set over, and Steer was coming up to help out. Good dive by Anna Steer. Isabel Steer was trying to help, and it went off of her. The kill will go to Sydney Anderson. Hackle with the assist on that one as Willow Thiel steps back to serve. According to the roster that I have, tallest player out there for Perham at 5'11", as the Nuggets are able to handle it. Hard set over by Izzy Steer. Too much. And that puts Perham up by 2. Good read on the error as we round up the ball. Here's the serve from Thiel. Fleming will go on the attack. Good job by Thiel getting underneath it. Here's the attack now. That's by, that's Pilgrim. This one finds the back. Good job for Faith Rusted. As I was too busy looking down at my notes, and I need to pay more attention to the game. Allie Reap wearing the libero white tonight. Stepping onto the floor. They're down by 1 on their serve, and this one will go to the Nuggets. As the block was not clean, it went off of the net. So 4 hits, and we're wrapped up at 9. Allie Reap is a 5'7" sophomore, outside hitter, defensive specialist is what she's listed at. And this is the first night that I've been in Hawley, Minnesota, that I've seen them have a libero, and then they're going to call the Yellow Jackets in the net. So it'll be 10-9 in favor of Hawley on the Community Co-op scoreboard, the first lead of the evening for the Nuggets in set 1. Hard hit and nice kill there for Sydney Anderson, finding the back corner from this left side, excuse me. Olivia Pilgrim now to step back and serve. This one goes to the back. Rusted jumped up to get to it. Fleming, and now across by Iverson on the free pass. Worked around by the Yellow Jackets, pushed through by Kennedy Pilgrim. Eilertson over to Fleming on that far side. Thiel, followed by Pilgrim, and then Reap trying to dive to it. Good job there for Willow Thiel on the kill. Olivia Pilgrim with the assist, and the 1-point lead for the Yellow Jackets as Pilgrim steps back to serve. Once again, Reap on the reception. Eilertson set up for Steer. Good block, but Fleming will send it back over right away. This one tipped over by Anderson. Eilertson, Reap, and then Rusted on the pass. Pilgrim, followed by Walker. And into the net from Thiel, and that wasn't Walker, excuse me, that was Pilgrim, Kennedy Pilgrim. Student section comes alive a bit, and we're wrapped up at 11 in the first set. Fletcher steps on the floor and serves as they work it around. Nice block up front for the Nuggets between Eilertson and Steer as they come up with the points. Finding that open spot right near the net that the Yellow Jackets weren't swarming around. Greif is there on the reception. Eilertson sets this up. Here's Steer, pushes through the block. Thiel, and hit to the back corner and in. Nice job by Kennedy Pilgrim. And that's what I thought. The assist will go to Lainey Wacker, wearing the number 11 out there, a setter and right side hitter. I missed her when she stepped onto the floor, but now we've got her. Serve there by Hackle. Miscommunication on the Nuggets as they hit the floor. Yellow Jackets trying to take advantage of it. Rustad, and then Fleming, as Fleming tries to punch it over, and it goes on the wrong side of the antenna. So Perham will take the 1-point lead as we are in a tight battle back and forth. 25 serves under our belt in just set number 1. Eilertson sets up Fleming. This one goes to the back where Thiel is. Hackle, and then attack by Pilgrim. Nice touch over by, by Eilertson. She'll come up with the kill. The assist by Reap in the back, who just passed it to her, and that was just a wise move by Eilertson. We talked about this with Coach Rusted last week, where Eilertson is just getting smarter every time she plays, and you can really see that as she gets a second touch here. Here's Fleming from the back. Thiel is there, Hackle, and now the attack by Pulver. Good block up front. Will the Nuggets be able, the Yellow Jackets be able to work with it, and then a double hit is called. So the Community Co-op scoreboard will read 14-13 in favor of Hawley. Fleming on the serve now for the Nuggets as Greif comes up with it. Long pass. This one tipped over, and then out of position the Nuggets are, and falls to the floor as the battle continues. That kill going to Kennedy Pilgrim. Anderson on the serve as the Nuggets work with it, blocked up front, but they read that well as it goes out of bounds. Tight battle here midway through the set as Anna Steer has a flat-footed serve just the way she serves. Thiel on the hard attack, blocked. Now the Yellow Jackets work with it again. Over the top of the block this time. Fleming is there. Eilertson, now here comes Izzy Steer. This one's blocked. Fletcher punches it over. Miscommunication on the other side. Fletcher with the kill. Great job there. Tell your friends and family to come join us on yourliveevent.com. We have got a good volleyball match on our side. 16-14 on the Community Co-op score, pushed over by Pulver. There's Fletcher to get to it. Fleming, hard set back, but Greif is in the back. Hackle, now Thiel, hard attack to the back, too hard, and out the back door. And on that note, it'll be a timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets here on yourliveevent.com. Community Co-op scoreboard says 17 for the Nuggets, 14 for the Yellow Jackets. Stick with us and invite your friends for Monday Night Volleyball.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With great facilities, small class sizes, dedicated teachers and support staff, and a variety of course offerings, make Hawley Public Schools the perfect choice for your son or daughter's educational setting. To learn more about Hawley Public Schools, including calendars, directory, menus, and athletic information, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or follow them on Facebook. Good luck, Nuggets from the Hawley Public Schools.
17 for the Nuggets, 14 for the Yellow Jackets on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bakken as the Hawley Nuggets have invited the Perham Yellow Jackets to play volleyball in some conference play. We are also playing 8AA section volleyball in Minnesota as these two teams are very good. We saw, the Yellow Jackets served the Hawley Nuggets their first conference loss a month ago. First and only conference loss, I should say, as Anna Steer serves for the Nuggets. She swings it around, and Thiel will come up, Hackle, and then Pulver on the push over. Fletcher, Eilertson, and then Rustad in the back row. Miscommunication, there goes the kill to Faith Rustad. So the timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets turns into a good timeout for the Nuggets as well. Steer kind of trying some different spots in the back on her serve. Thiel, that's Willow Thiel with a big kill. Finds the middle of the floor on this near side. She's a tall gal and has a lot of power behind her, as you can tell. Jaden Hackle with the assist as we see Greif serve. Fletcher gets to the pass. Nice job by Eilertson to tip it over. The Yellow Jackets were also there at the front. But a nice job to push that one a little bit harder than her opponents. I think she was a little closer to the net as well. Eilertson will serve, unfortunately, into the net. So free point there for the Yellow Jackets. We're going to see Maya Richter come onto the floor as Pulver steps off. Lola Pulver doing a nice job in there. As a setter, they'll bring in Richter to serve, and she's a defensive specialist. Iverson stepped onto the floor as well for Fletcher on the Nuggets side as this one's pushed over by Izzy Steer. Out of control, and that'll turn into points for the Nuggets. So 20-16 on the Community Co-op scoreboard as Faith Rustad steps back to serve. This one sky high by Greif, able to save it and send it back over. Good job by Pilgrim. Nice job by Steer and a great job by Anderson. Blocked up front, and then Steer comes down with her hands on the net. Gotta try to knock that one down without doing that. So free point there to the Yellow Jackets as Laney Walker steps on and Richter steps off. This will be Thiel to serve for the Yellow Jackets of Perham. Hard serve out the back. So we'll try again here as Izzy Steer runs to the bench, bounces it to her teammate, who is Allie Reap, wearing the libero jersey tonight. First time we've seen that, as Fleming jumps up for the block off of the long hit pass, I guess you would call that, by the Yellow Jackets. On yourliveevent.com, the community co-op scoreboard shows 22 for the Hawley Golden Nuggets, 17 for the Perham Yellow Jackets in set number 1 of Monday Night Volleyball. Don't go anywhere.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Tony Dalen, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 701-893-5648. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Glad you're sticking around on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bakken with the play-by-play action as Reap is the one to serve for the Nuggets. Received by Thiel. Now the attack put over by Hackle. That was Pilgrim, excuse me, and then a miscommunication on the Nuggets side as Fleming and Rusted were going up for that. And Grace Fleming gingerly walking. She went up for that one. Here's the serve by Pilgrim. Set by Rusted, Eilertson, and then Fleming. Hard block up front. And that's going to be a good job there for Kennedy Pilgrim along with Jaden Hackle. Their first blocks of the night, according to my unofficial stats. Pilgrim serves again. This one to the middle of the floor. It's going to be passed back to the Yellow Jackets, where Sydney Anderson will get the kill. I don't want to call that one a block because it was further away from the net as she jumped up after that one, and we have a timeout taken here by the Hawley Golden Nuggets on yourliveevent.com. We'll keep it here this time as our community co-op scoreboard reads 22 for Hawley and Perham at 20. They've crept back in as we saw about a 5-point lead there for Hawley. And let's see here if I can get some of my thoughts put together. I mean, back and forth battle right away, folks. I'm glad you're here for this one. We knew this was going to be a good match, and we've been talking about it for a little while. And we just recently started to see the Nuggets pulling away and, again, got that 5-point lead. So we'll have to see if the Nuggets can keep the momentum in their favor after a couple of miscues and only up by 2. Nice serve as Fleming gets to it. Eilertson tried to set it up, and then she's called for a carry. So it'll be 22-21. Ball still on the Perham side. Fleming to Eilertson, sets up for Fleming again. High attack as Thiel is there. Here's the attack by Anderson. Nice block up front. Trying to work with it. It'll have to be on this one, and they do get it across. Reap is in the back for it. Eilertson and then Iverson on the attack. Thiel followed by Walker. Then the attack by Pilgrim. Nice bump over for the Nuggets. Here's the attack, and Rusted not quite set up. And Jaden Hackle will come up with the kill. .22 around for our two teams. Rusted there in the back row off of Pilgrim's serve. This one pushed over by Fleming. Good job there for Fleming to kind of change things up, and we'll see if it changes the tide for the Nuggets. Another great assist for Alex Eilertson, sitting at 5 tonight. 23-22, serve by Ashley Fletcher, who steps back on. Greif comes back on as well and gets the dig. Here's the attack by Pulver, and a block up front by Anna Steer and Alex Eilertson. They've both been doing really well up front as we get to the set point. Fletcher's serve going to be too hard. So that puts Perham at 23. And this is kind of what we saw in the JV game, a 25-23 end of the second set. We're only in set number 1, and it's not over yet. Rusted is there on the dig. Eilertson, the attack to the back row by Anna Steer. And she puts the first set away as we had a good, tight one here from Hawley High School on yourliveevent.com. 25 for the Nuggets, 23 for the Yellow Jackets. They'll switch sides. We'll take a break. And you'll stick around because we've got great volleyball on a Monday night on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
If you're in need of Minnesota and/or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With over 950 students, the Hawley Public Schools strive to provide a personalized learning experience for each and every one of their students to be the best that they can be. The lessons taught at Hawley Public Schools will stay with students not just throughout their academic career, but through adulthood as well. For more information about the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook at Hawley Nuggets. Good luck, Nuggets, from the Hawley Public Schools.
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Thanks for sticking around on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bakken as we get things set up here for set number 2. As the Hawley Nuggets are playing the Perham Yellow Jackets. In conference play in Minnesota volleyball. So hope you're enjoying the time, and thanks so much for being with us. This has been great. Lots of people tuned in, and the bass shaking our camera. We've got lots of people here. It's Dig Pink Night for breast cancer awareness as this one lands just barely out of bounds, and a point for Hawley to start things off. That was very close. One of the fans on the Perham side here that we're sitting on saying it was on the line as we continue playing. Yellow Jackets get it over. Here's one a little close to the net. Good job on the pushover by Faith Rusted. And so they'll take the 2-point lead. We saw a 2-point lead start off for the Yellow Jackets in the first set, and they fell 25-23. See what they can do here as Pulver sends one to the back, just out of the reach of Fleming. And I said Pulver, and I meant Pilgrim. So the senior, Sydney Anderson, will serve. A little bit of a flat set there, but the Nuggets are able to get through it. Thiel, hard power into the block, and she'll get the kill. And just like that, it's 2 apiece. Nice dive there by Fletcher. Goes over for Perham to work with, and that'll be out of bounds as Thiel powers it down. But it'll be just to that other side. Good serve there by Steer as Thiel comes on the attack. There's Fleming, this one at the net. And then they call Eilertson at the front for the carry. So now we'll see Greif on the serve. Eilertson goes after it on 2. That'll be just too far. She tried to change up the timing just a little bit. You got to appreciate the effort. Ball worked around, Rusted on the attack. There's Anderson, followed by Hackle. Now Thiel on the attack. It probably would have been too far, but Steer gets her hands on it. And so there's a point. Thiel with the kill. This one, big attacking kill for Faith Rusted. So that'll change things up a little bit as Perham was starting to gain a little momentum. And now we'll see Eilertson step back and serve. This one to the middle of the floor where Anderson can get to it. Pulver is there. Thiel goes on the attack, blocked up front by Rusted, and Izzy Steer with the assist. That's Faith Rusted's first block. Second for Steer. Little miscommunication for both sides as Anderson sends it to the back. Reap with a good read. She stepped on while I was looking down at my notes. Good read by her is just back and forth there very quickly. Here in set number 2. 6-5 is the score with the Nuggets up as this one gets out of control after Hackle had a piece of it, and that'll be Eilertson with the ace. Another good serve to the middle. This one very close to the net. Thiel tries to get to it. And the Nuggets up by 3 now in set number 2 in a Volleyball Monday night. Alex Eilertson, too much power. So now we'll see Richter come onto the floor once again. We'll see Pulver step off. And Richter will be the one to serve. Rusted tried to get to it, and it went off her arm the wrong direction. There's an ace for number 16, Maya Richter. Her first ace of the evening. The roster does not have a height or grade for Richter. Rusted to Eilertson. Now Steer to the back is Greif. Thiel trying to get it up front, and then a good job in recovery there by Pilgrim. Nuggets work with it to the back corner. Faith Rusted. Great job there for Rusted. On that after that note, with the 2-point lead, Rusted will step back and serve. Anderson is there. Hackle. Now Pilgrim on the attack. Eilertson tried to dig it up, but it went high and just to the outside of the line, I should say, to give Perham the point as they trail by 1. Richter steps off. As Thiel steps back and serves. Reap on the dig. Eilertson on the second touch. Fleming on the attack. There's Anderson. Walker, who stepped on. And Pilgrim. Reap tries to go after it. Eilertson was on the roll. And that turns into a kill there for Olivia Pilgrim. Set up by Lainey Walker. 9 around on the second set as Thiel serves. There's Reap, followed by Eilertson. Here's Fleming now, blocked up front, off of Fleming's elbow. Good job by Reap, and now a hard push to the side where Rustad. Thiel is there. Here's the attack by Anderson. Eilertson, Reap, and then Rustad once again. Reif, followed by Walker. Here's the attack by Hackle. Other side is Iverson on the attack. Thiel is there. Walker on the setup. Here's Pilgrim sending it to the back row where Reap is. Good job by Eilertson. Fleming pushes it across. Thiel gets down on a knee and digs it up. Anderson, followed by Rustad. Eilertson, tipped over by Izzy Steer on the kill. Steer on the kill. Eilertson with the assist. A great back and forth battle here from Hawley High School in Hawley, Minnesota. 10-9 in favor of Hawley. In set number 2, they lead by 1 set on the Community Co-op scoreboard as well. Reif on the reception of the serve. Anderson on the attack. Reap in the back row to dig it up. Eilertson followed by Fleming. Too much power underneath it as it goes out of bounds, and we're 10 around. Thanks so much for being here on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bach with the play-by-play. Olivia Pilgrim with the serve and the ace as Reap couldn't quite haul it in. That'll be Pilgrim's first ace of the night, and it'll be the 1-point lead for the Perham Yellow Jackets. Fleming on the set. Double set by Eilertson, pushed over by Anna Steer. There's Walker, Pulver, and now Anderson sends it over where Fleming has it. Eilertson, now Iverson goes on the attack. Pushed through the block, it's tipped, and that will be a point for Hawley. Good job by Eilertson as we go to 11s. Iverson will step off, Iverson and Steer step off, and that was Fletcher on the serve. This one just out of reach. Great job there for Hackle. And we've been seeing this for most of the night. Just a back and forth, and you like to see some volleyball. We've also had some good volleys. The official did not give the signal for Hackle to serve. The floor official wasn't ready, so we'll reset. This one just barely tops the net. And then Fletcher was trying to set it up, and they call her for 2 hits. Just a little offset on that. So a 2-point lead now for the Yellow Jackets over the Nuggets. On the Community Co-op scoreboard, Hackle continuing to serve as Rustad and Reap get into each other's way, and it goes across. That setup I don't think was supposed to go on to the other side, but it did. Nice reach over there by Anna Steer. Twice she'll do it and call it a block. Anna Steer showing that she has hops and a little wrist action there. Just a snap of that down twice. Good job by the Perham Yellow Jackets recovering from it 1 time. Not usually do you recover it from it twice. Fletcher on the dig as the Yellow Jackets send it back. This one to the middle of the floor by Rustad. And we have 2 good plays like that. Now we're at 13 again as we see a new player step onto the floor. That's Morgan Berkman wearing the number 15. She's a middle hitter for this Perham team. Pulver steps off. Fleming on the serve for the Nuggets. Thiel can't quite handle it, so Grace Fleming comes up with her first ace of the evening. (14-13) serve on the way in set number 2. Thiel finally gets a handle on it. Hackle, followed by Pilgrim to the back, just outside. Another very close one, but that's why there's a line judge on the corner to watch that line. From up here, it was hard to tell, but again, they don't put the official up here in the broadcaster booth. This one tipped over by Anderson. Eilertson sends it over on 2. There's Hackle, Thiel, and now up front. Nice block up front by Rusted as Pilgrim was trying to push it over. Anderson tries. Nice block again. Thiel gets it across. Here's a setup for Rusted. Block doesn't quite work. Greif. Now Anderson. Not enough power. Slowly pulling away. The Nuggets are from the Yellow Jackets from Perham. And that's going to cause Coach Nikki Bruns to take a timeout and reevaluate things here a little bit on yourliveevent.com. Hawley at 16, Perham at 13 in set number 2 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. One set under our belt in favor of Hawley. Don't go anywhere.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Thanks for being along for the ride on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bakken as we've got set number 2 here just past midway with a 16-13 lead for the Nuggets over the Yellow Jackets, who've traveled over from Perham. We've seen the Nuggets just start to just slightly take this lead, get a little bit of momentum, and then a timeout called by Coach Bruns of the Perham Yellow Jackets. 3-point lead as Fleming serves. Thiel was there. This one sent over. That's Berkman. Good job by the Nuggets as a little off balance there for the Yellow Jackets. And then a good job up front. Are they going to call that a block? I'll call it a block by Anderson along with Berkman up front. So just when you think you have the momentum, it gets taken away from you. A game of ups and downs, as we heard in the pregame show from both these coaches saying that. Nice job by Anna Steer on the attack. And the kill, I should say. She'll now serve with a 17-14 lead for the Nuggets. Greif gets to it. A little out of position, the Jackets are, as Thiel hits that one pretty hard. Close to the line once again, but that time a little further away. So he calls that one out. 4-point lead. Steer once again. There's Thiel on the reception. Sent over there by Pilgrim. Ball worked around again. Thiel, hard attack through the block and gets the kill as the Nuggets were the last one to touch it. Hackle on the assist, her third of the night. That's the 7th kill of the evening. 3 in this second set for Thiel. Nuggets able to work with the ball, blocked up front, and they'll send it over on a 4th touch after the block. Rusted right to just the back of that front row where Thiel couldn't quite dive for it. So good job there for Faith Rusted on the kill. And on a 19-15 score, according to the Community Co-op scoreboard, another timeout taken by the Perham Yellow Jackets. We are in set number 2 here on yourliveevent.com. One set is the first set went to the Nuggets over the Jackets, 25-23. So if you missed that one, well, you can go back and watch it, I guess, if you'd like. But it was a very tight, good set for both the teams. And now we're seeing that again. We're seeing a 4-point lead for the Nuggets. We saw them extend it to 5 in that first set. And then we saw the Perham Yellow Jackets come back in and try to battle back in. So let's see what happens here after this timeout taken by the Perham Yellow Jackets. Down by 1 set. They're down by 4 in set number 2. And you're on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bakken with the play-by-play action. Glad to have it for you. $19-15 is the score. Eilertson on the serve. Thiel is there. Hackle will get to it second, and Pilgrim will get to it. Blocked up front. They were wanting it to go out of bounds, but that's a block for Iverson and Steer. $20-15, not so long ago. Nice job by Steer reaching up. Good job by, that was Bergman getting after it. And a good job for Thiel on another kill. She's at 8 for the evening. As Richter steps on, and that's Berkman stepping off. Richter will serve for the Yellow Jackets, who wear white tonight. Nice attack, but just too far by Izzy Steer. And they went the other way. Steer will get that point and the kill. They said it was touched, it was tipped by the Yellow Jackets. Shouldn't be so fast to reward points. But it's a quick game as Rusted steps back and serves. This one was headed to the back, but Anderson stops it. Hackley, then Pilgrim. Too much power. Here's the point for the Golden Nuggets. Walker will step back on. Richter steps off. And that should be the other way. I believe we should be at, yep, there we go, now it's fixed. Sorry about that as we get rolling, a little miscommunication, and now points will go to the Nuggets. As one of the Yellow Jackets was in the net. Well, I'm going faster than my brain as we're at 22-17. Here's going to be a kill for Hackle. Getting it past the Nuggets on that one. Hard power kill. Olivia Pilgrim now to serve, sporting those pink tennis shoes. Iverson on the attack for the Nuggets. Where does that at? Oh, hit the back of the line. Great job there for Iverson. Back of the line as Fletcher steps back on for Iverson on her serve. Hackle on the attack. There's Fletcher pushed over by Eilertson into the net, but the Yellow Jackets keep it alive. There's Pilgrim. Pushed over again by Eilertson of the Nuggets. Attack, put in and down by Hackle. Set up by Laney Walker. Yellow Jackets on the attack where Anderson gets after it. Here's Fleming on the pushover, and then it goes in favor of the Nuggets as a Yellow Jacket found themselves in the net. Berkman steps back onto the floor as Fleming serves the set point. Pilgrim sent it over on a pass. Eilertson on the tip over. Good job by Hackle to get there. Pilgrim, now Anderson to the back row where Fleming is. Eilertson is there. Here's Rusted. Rusted on the attack. Good job by Thiel. Now it's back over to the Nuggets. Anna Steer, hard attack to the back row. Just out of reach of Greif. And that is a great kill and a great job by Anna Steer once again. Set up perfect for the kill of the set. Set 2 goes to the Hawley Nuggets. 25-19 over the Perham Yellow Jackets, and we're going into set number 3. 2-0 on yourliveevent.com.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With yourliveevent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
For the best selection in new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, stop by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. With one of the biggest, best selections around and the most competitive prices, it's worth your time to stop and visit the guys and let them put you in a new vehicle. Check out the selection online at christianmotors.com or stop by the lot in Fertile. Proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. It's Christian Motors in Fertile.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With preschool, before and after school enrichment, and community education, the Hawley Public Schools are able to provide learning opportunities for all students. With academic clubs, athletics, and fine arts, the Hawley Public Schools has the right club or organization for your student to become a member of. To learn more about programs and activities offered by the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us.
On Dig Pink Night, the Hawley Nuggets lead the Perham Yellow Jackets 2-0 as we go into set number 3, and we are in our set break between these two in conference play. I'm Leif Bakken. Glad you're along on yourliveevent.com. As we've got students, folks out there trying to hit shirts and giveaway stuff on the other side, just trying to get some free stuff. Who doesn't like free stuff? Man, these kids are going to love college when they get there. There's free stuff there, too. I'm Leif Bakken, glad to have the play-by-play for you as time expires. I'm guessing in our game that we're playing? Maybe not. Maybe everybody gets a chance. The buzzer did sound, but let's talk about our two teams here. As we saw set number 1 and 2 go to the Nuggets. Set number 1 was 25-23. It was a back-and-forth battle until about midway when the Nuggets pulled away for about 5. And then there were a few errors they made and a battle back to get out of that first set. A hard kill by Anna Steer, set up by none other than Alex Eilertson. Then in set number 2 was a hard-fought battle once again until midway, and then the Nuggets started to pull away, leading by 4. And then they started to let them go back and forth a little bit, and then we finally saw them finish it off with a big back row kill by Anna Steer. Great job by Anna Steer to finish things off in those first 2 sets to get those wins in their favor. But we still have at least one more set to go here on yourliveevent.com. I've probably beat this horse too much, but hey, we're in conference play. And the fact that we're in conference play is important as well, because the first conference game for these two teams was none other than against each other in Perham, and Perham took it. That's the only conference loss for the Golden Nuggets. 4-1 on the conference, 9-2 in the section, 16-4 overall. That includes a few tournaments. Perham is 2-3 in the conference, 7-4 in the section, and 10-14 overall. 24 games total. They went to 3 tournaments, including their own. Perham did. And so Coach Bruns talked about her like for those tournaments, high-power tournaments at the beginning of the season, and then hosting their own, get to see some different people. We saw on there some teams from 6AA, 6 single A, 5A, I believe, as well. And so just some different teams to see. And Coach Kathleen Rusted said she appreciated that. And they've only gone to a few tournaments. So, you know, to each coach their own when it comes to tournament play and what they like. And does that prepare you or hinder you? And the answer is I don't know. I think it depends on the player, depends on the coach, all of those types of things. So, yeah, there's my thoughts on that. I'm sure you all have your own as well. We've got a third set coming to you in just a little bit on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leif Bakken. On the Community Co-op scoreboard, the Hawley Golden Nuggets lead 2-0 as we get ready for set number 3. It looks like we aren't... Are they going to run the clock all the way out? Maybe not, if both teams are ready. As they get a little, you're the best around playing here. The front row gathers around Coach Rusted, as that's Faith Rusted, Alex Eilertson, and Anna Steer. Fleming getting ready to serve way in the back. Fletcher and Izzy Steer hanging out in the middle. The official checks everything, and it looks like we're ready to go with set number 3 on yourliveevent.com. This one pushed over by Perham, and Fletcher sends it back. Pilgrim and now Anderson, the senior. Good job by Fletcher reaching out to get that one. Eilertson, then Fleming. There's Thiel, Pilgrim. Nice attack there by, I believe that's Razor, who we haven't seen yet. This one out the back. And it'll be a point for Perham as I talk about number 6 out there, Greta Razor. She's a middle hitter, getting some game time. Rusted on the attack, blocked up front. Good job by Razor and Pilgrim who are there. So, like the first set, a 2-0 lead for the Perham Yellow Jackets. This one put into the net by Sydney Anderson. So a free point over to the Hawley Nuggets. Reap had stepped on while I was looking to the other side of the court. She comes back off the floor, and a 1-2 serve coming up here for the junior, Anna Steer. Thiel gets to it. And that was a Thiel on the attack. Good job by Hackle. Now the Nuggets get a chance. Here's Izzy Steer trying to just touch it over, but Thiel says no. Block. Nice job there by Thiel, as she pretty much says you're going to have to come at me harder than that to get your points. Greif on the serve. Good job by Eilertson, who's going to get the kill, as Fleming was able to dig it up and give her the assist. And so the ball will come back over to the Nuggets side, down by 1, and Eilertson serves. This one to the middle of the floor where Anderson gets to it. Hackle, and now Razor on the attack. Good job by Reap on the dive. Eilertson, then Rusted. Hackle on the setup, and Thiel puts it into the block, and it falls on the wrong side for the Nuggets. 9 kills now for Thiel. Razor will step off, Richter steps on, and will serve. 4-2 serve on the way. A floater to the middle where Fleming's at. Big block up front. That'll work for the Yellow Jackets. That's Thiel along with Olivia Pilgrim. Rustad and Fleming going after it. Eilertson to Rustad. Now Greif. Hackle and then a light touch over by Thiel. Fleming sets it up for Rustad, trying to block it. Now it's mishandled, and that'll give the kill to Faith Rustad. And I'll give Grace Fleming a second assist for the night unofficially. .35 serve by Grace Fleming. Light set over by Anderson. Reap was there. Eilertson. Fleming goes after it. Nobody's in position for the Yellow Jackets. As that one flies out of bounds. Thiel was the one who was trying to set it up for somebody else in the front row, but all the front row people were gathered around her. So the back row had to try to come up and help. That one was heading to the back where Greif got a piece of it, and it'll turn into an ace for Faith Rustad. Her first of the night. Looks like team ace number 5. As we're wrapped up at 5 in set number 3. 2-0 in favor of the Hawley Nuggets on your community co-op scoreboard. Richter on a high pass. She'll do a high set now to keep the ball alive. Iverson goes on the attack. Blocked! That one's going to be Olivia Pilgrim. Richter steps off as Berkman steps on. Thiel on the serve, up by 1 for the Perham Yellow Jackets. Here's Fleming on the attack. Big block up front. Excuse me. That's Berkman. As they go up by 2 here, Willow Thiel on a light serve to steer on this near side. Eilertson and then Rustad on the attack. There's Thiel, followed by Walker. Good job by Greif getting to it. Anderson on the push over. Fleming. Eilertson, trying to find an open space. Almost did, but Perham was ready. Thiel looking for the back row and goes just beyond that. So now the Nuggets will take over for the serve, and Reap will be the one to serve, and she puts it into the net. So unfortunate there if you're a Nuggets fan, as Perham gets the free point and goes up by 2. Here's Olivia Pilgrim on the serve. Fleming on the side. She'll get set up for the attack as well, trying to find the back corner. But Pilgrim is there. Walker. Now here's the attack by Kennedy Pilgrim. She'll get the kill. Just out of reach of Iverson. Up by 3 now for Perham. Reap, Eilertson, and then Steer. Got blocked, and then she tried to get to it, and that'll work out for the Perham Yellow Jackets. And so Coach Rustad doesn't like what she sees out there right now. She'll take a timeout and try to gather what she can from her team, I should say. Coach Bruns just got to keep encouraging her team, I'm sure. 6 for the Hawley Nuggets, 10 for the Perham Yellow Jackets on the Community Co-op scoreboard in set number 3 on yourliveevent.com.
Work has begun to replace Line 3 near your community, and keeping everyone safe is our top priority. Please be extra careful when driving near construction activity. Be aware of trucks and heavy equipment, and please don't enter the work areas because we all want everyone home safe. For more information, visit enbridge.com/line3US.
Set number 3 here on yourliveevent.com with Perham leading Hawley 10-6 on the Community Co-op scoreboard, but they are down by 2 sets in the overall match here. I'm Leif Bach and glad to have the play-by-play action for you. Glad we have folks watching tonight's game on a Monday Night Volleyball with a 4-point lead for the Yellow Jackets, and they also have the serve. This is Olivia Pilgrim with the serve. Rustad with the set. Reap back to Rustad. She jumps up and hits it over. This one just mishandled, so that'll be Faith Rustad with the kill. Allie Reap gets her second assist of the night. As Iverson comes off the floor, Ashley Fletcher, the senior, will step on. Both of them seniors. Ooh, Eilertson got to it. Fletcher was in the wrong spot, as well as Reap trying to chase it down. And now we'll go to 11 for the Perham Yellow Jackets. And this will be Jaden Hackle to serve. 7-11. Get a Slurpee. That's what they're called, right? As Anna Steer goes on the attack and the kill. Set up by Eilertson. Great job by Anna Steer. She's been doing a good job up front. Wanted to take that back from just a few volleys ago. Oh, nice job by Greif. Thiel puts this one into the net, unfortunately, if you're a Yellow Jacket fan. And Hawley comes up with the point off of that error. Grace Fleming on the serve. Here's the attack. Good job by Reap after Razor hit that one hard. Here's Anderson. Fakes everybody out on a lighter attack. Here's Eilertson on the second touch kill. Faith Rustad, her first assist of the night. The Nuggets still down by 1 in set number 3, but they're up by 2 sets. We've had a good couple of sets played tonight, 25-23 and 25-19. Hard hit by Razor again. Good job by Fleming. Eilertson over to Rustad, finds the back where Reif is. Hackle to Anderson, good block. Yellow Jackets work with it again. This one, Eilertson on the dive. Steer, and now Rustad goes on the attack. It's a lighter one on the side where Thiel gets to it. Hackle, now an attack, pushed through by Razor. So Perham will take that 2-point lead now, as we've had a battle back and forth in all 3 of these sets. Fleming receives Anderson's serve. Here's Steer as this one is blocked and then rolls along the net. That's good, smart volleyball and a good read by the junior Anna Steer, knowing what's going to happen with that one. If it rolls on the net, it's likely to fall off to that side. Down by 1, Anna Steer on the serve. Hard to the back. Reif gets to it. Hackle, here's Steele on the attack. Blocked up front. Perham will work with it again. This one will be hit too hard off to the side. Great job there for the Nuggets to get that point and tie it at 12. As the Yellow Jackets just a little bit out of sync on that one, but it was a good attempt. I don't think they're upset with that at all. I mean, they are because they lost a point, or gave a point, I should say. Good block up front again. Thiel will go on the attack. Blocked again. Anderson gets to it. Good job by Thiel, and then set over. Great job by the Yellow Jackets as this one's put on touch 2 to the middle. Then a miscommunication up front between Pilgrim and Razor. And the Hawley Golden Nuggets take the lead 13-12 in set number 3 on the Community Co-op scoreboard on yourliveevent.com.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. I for sure will look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debt, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
Volleyball action on a Monday night from Hawley, Minnesota. I'm Leif Bakken on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for joining us. 13-12 for Hawley over Perham right now in set number 3. 2-0 in favor of Hawley as well on the Community Co-op scoreboard. We still got some volleyball to play, but don't forget, we're going to award the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game at the end of this one. And I'm not sure. I've got some people in my head that it might go to, as this serve goes from Anna Steer over to Thiel, who can't quite get a hold of that, so Steer will come up with her second ace of the night. And a 2-point lead in set number 3. Hard-fought volleyball between these two 8AA volleyball teams. Thiel on the reception. Hackle. Then Thiel on the kill. Pushes through that block. Great job there. Hackle on the assist. 10 kills tonight for Willow Thiel. Greif on the serve. Light one to the middle where Fleming gets to it. Eilertson then Steer. Thiel on the hard hit. Fleming dove too soon, tried to get to it, did get her hand on it. And now we're wrapped up at 14, and another kill there for Thiel. 14 serve goes into the net from Greif. Iverson will step onto the floor. Fletcher will step off. Eilertson steps back. Eilertson serve towards the front. Razor on the attack. Eilertson gets to it. Reap. Followed by Rusted, and that's blocked up front. Good job by Razor up front there. As we've got ourselves a good one. If you've been here for it all, you know we're at the midpoint. This is where somebody usually pulls away. It's been the Nuggets the last 2 times. 15 around as the Nuggets work it around. Rusted trying to set it to the back. Anderson goes, why did I go after that? As Faith Rusted comes up with the kill. Her 10th of the night. She will serve with the 1-point lead in set number 3. Good job by Richter on the back of that. Thiel tries to push through, does, and then Fleming can't quite handle it. Richter steps off now. Walker steps on. And Willow Thiel on the serve. Fleming, Eilertson, and now Iverson pushes it through the net, basically, as it hit the net hard enough to roll over the top. So Iverson comes up with the kill. Eilertson with the assist, her 15th on the night, unofficially. Reap on the serve. There's Geif, and then attack and kill there for Hackle. Walker was the one who set her up there. Tight set 3 here as Olivia Pilgrim steps back to serve with 17 around. In the back is Rusted. Eilertson set up for Fleming. Blocked up front, but good job by Rusted to get to it. Trying to hit it back over is Hackle. Eilertson gets underneath it. Now the Nuggets will work with it. Eilertson, light set over. Thiel will be there. Walker now over to Pilgrim. Nice block up front, and it can't be handled by Anderson. So the Nuggets will take the lead by 1. That was Steer and Fleming. Fletcher will step onto the floor. Iverson steps off with the 1-point lead in set number 3. Fletcher to serve. Greif, Walker, Hackle. There's Reap now. as Eilertson, and then Steer goes after. Great job by Greif. Great job by Eilertson. Fleming goes on the attack to the back where Greif is. Here's Walker on the setup. Hackle goes on the attack. Pushes through the block. Rusted dives but can't get it into the air, I should say. 18-18. Razor will step on for Walker. Hackle will step back to serve. Yellow Jackets Nuggets volleyball from Hawley, Minnesota. Eilertson with a good setup. Fleming trying to send it to the far side. Thiel is there. Hackle. Here's Razor. Tipped over. Fletcher is there, followed by Eilertson. Here's Reap on the attack. This one just too hard. Perham will take that 1-point lead now on the Community Co-op scoreboard. Hackle's serve going to be short. And we go to 1919, one of my favorite drinks since I've moved to Minnesota. 1919 root beer. Officially my favorite. As Fleming serves for the Nuggets. Greif, Hackle, and now Pilgrim pushes it through the block where Fletcher gets to it. Eilertson, and then Fleming puts out a palm and gets it over. Hackle, Pilgrim, and then Anderson. Set up front by Rusted. Then Eilertson goes off of the second touch. Little out of sorts there for the Yellow Jackets, but they do just fine. Here's Steer on the tip over. Thiel is there and ready. Steer tries to go on the attack. And it ends up into the net and down. Just a little mistiming there. She claps her hands together and says, I'll get it next time. Perham up by 1. And on the serve. Fletcher jumps up to get to that one. Eilertson, and then Rustad gets the kill. That'll be her 11th kill on the night. Eilertson's 16th assist. This will be Anna Steer on the serve. Thiel, followed by Hackle, and then Pilgrim, punched up by Eilertson. Fletcher pushed over by Steer. Pilgrim, Hackle, then Anderson. Fletcher, Eilertson, now Rusted on the attack for the Nuggets. Nice job by Anderson getting to it. Thiel puts it high into the rafters. Razor gets blocked, and now the Perham Yellow Jackets work with it. On touch number 2, Rustad. Eilertson, and she tries to block, was too far away from the net, and the Nuggets take the 1-point lead. Alex Eilertson with the kill. Rusted with the assist, and a timeout taken by the Perham Yellow Jackets. That's Coach Nikki Bruns for them. As we are in set number 3, we've had a tight one all the way through. We usually got to the midway point for the first 2 sets, and then the Nuggets pulled away. And there would be a few mistakes, but nothing huge, as the Nuggets would be able to put away the first 2, 25-23 and 25-19. But here we are in set number 3. The Perham Yellow Jackets don't want to get on the bus quite yet. They want to stay in Hawley, Minnesota. Who doesn't want to stay in Hawley, Minnesota? As we are at this one with the Nuggets 21 and the Yellow Jackets 20 on the Community Co-op scoreboard. When it comes to sets, we've got Hawley over Perham 2-0 as we play set number 3. And we are so glad that you are along here on yourliveevent.com taking this one in, as it's a great Monday night volleyball night. Back and forth battle in action. Anna Steer serving the 21-20 serve. This one goes to the back where Anderson is. This is going to be too much, and then it goes back. Good block by Rusted up front. Thiel will free ball it over. Rusted, Eilertson, and now Izzy Steer just over the top of the block for the kill. Izzy Steer with her 4th kill on the night, set up by none other than Alex Eilertson. 22-20. Thiel on the reception. Second touch over by Hackle. Steer, Eilertson, and Rusted. Rusted with the kill as it was tipped. And they take the 3-point lead. It's become fairly quiet in here. And I don't know if that makes the girls nervous or not? As Spirit Fingers are out. And Steer is on the serve. Greif. Hackle and then sent over by Thiel. There's Rusted, Eilertson back to Rusted, a high one. This one trying to get underneath it is Greif, but not gonna work. And there's another kill for Faith Rusted and 20 assists tonight for Alex Eilertson. Match point on our hands, 24-20. Anna Steer to serve. The student section comes alive. This one to the back where Greif is. Followed by Pilgrim, now Thiel on the attack. This to the back corner where Fleming is. Eilertson, Rusted going on the attack. Greif gets to it, tipped over by Hackle. Fleming gets to it for the Nuggets. Eilertson, then Rusted, blocked. Nuggets have to work with it, trying to free ball it. They will. Hard set over by Steer. Here's Thiel on the attack, and then Fletcher in the right spot, not having her hands quite prepared to receive that one, as that was a hard hit by Willow Thiel. Her 12th kill on the night. Kennedy Pilgrim steps off. Olivia Pilgrim steps on. This is Greif on the serve. Rusted. Eilertson back to Rusted. On the hill. Kill! Attack and kill to the back corner where Greif can't get to it. And that is how this one ends. A great job for the Hawley Nuggets. Winning this one 3-0, serving up their revenge from a month ago when they went to Perham and the Yellow Jackets took them out 3-0 as well. Hard-fought battle tonight between these two teams, and we're going to come back and talk about all the statistics and what a great night of volleyball we had. We're also going to hear from some of the players, Coach Kathleen Rusted, and we'll name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Night. I'm Leif Bakken. Hawley Golden Nuggets win 3-0 and a final amazing set of 25-21 on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris with RDK Enterprises. We have all heard of supply chain issues and the challenges they bring. As the demand for planting equipment increases, we are trying to be as proactive as possible. RDK has secured a supply of precision planting products and maintenance parts for your planter, hopefully minimizing some of these supply chain issues. If you are planning any upgrades, repairs, or maintenance, give us a call. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With great facilities, small class sizes, dedicated teachers and support staff, and a variety of course offerings, make Hawley Public Schools the perfect choice for your son or daughter's educational setting. To learn more about Hawley Public Schools, including calendars, directory, menus, and athletic information, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or follow them on Facebook. Good luck, Nuggets from the Hawley Public Schools.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Tony Dalen, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 701-893-5648. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
If you're in need of Minnesota and or North Dakota high school athletics coverage, head to yourliveevent.com so you don't miss out on moments like these.
Straight up the middle, bounces, he's open, he's down the field, touchdown, Nuggets!
Go to our YouTube page at Your Live Event, powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
Intercepted!
Follow us on Twitter at Your Live Event 1 and on Facebook at Your Live Event.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With over 950 students, the Hawley Public Schools strive to provide a personalized learning experience for each and every one of their students to be the best that they can be. The lessons taught at Hawley Public Schools will stay with students not just throughout their academic career, but through adulthood as well. For more information about the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us or like them on Facebook at Hawley Nuggets. Good luck, Nuggets, from the Hawley Public Schools.
Egg Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Egg Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Egg Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it. And always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
Welcome back on YourLiveEvent.com. I'm Leif Bakken as we wrap things up here for our two teams and get to some of these statistics here. Community Co-op scoreboard shows us a 3-0 final for our teams with the Hawley Nuggets taking out the Perham Yellow Jackets. It was in fashion like this: 25-23, 25-19, and 25-21. As they're giving away some tickets for the ticket drawing they had for the Dig Pink Night, as they raised a lot of money for Breast Cancer Awareness Month here. And as you can see, all the folks in their pink and saying we need to do some research and get some money to put that together. So it went like this. For set number one, it was a back-and-forth battle till about midway. The Nuggets pulled away, and they had about a 5-point lead. Then they had some errors, and they had to battle to get out of it. The set-winning kill by Anna Steer, again, 25-23 in set number one. And then in set number two, it was another hard-fought battle until the midway again. The Nuggets pulled away, leading by 4, and then they finally finished it off with a back row kill by Anna Steer. She hammered that one to the back. It was very well done, and that was a 25-19 win. And then set number 3 was 25-21. Battled all the way to the 20 mark, and then the Nuggets pulled away. Rustad had the match-winning kill, set up by none other than Eilertson. We'll talk about their statistics now, as we saw 2 aces in each set for the Nuggets. Your leader in aces was a tie between Alex Eilertson and Anna Steer. They each had 1 in the first, and then Steer with 1 in the third, and Eilertson with 1 in the second. For blocks, it went 7 in the first, 4 in the second, and 2 in the third. Your block leader tonight was Anna Steer, doing a good job up front. Then it was followed by Eilertson and Isabel Steer, also known as Izzy. For the kills, listen to this: 9 in the first, 13 in the second, and 20 in the third. 20 kills in that third out of the 25, so that's a huge. Faith Rustad had 14 kills tonight. That was followed by 6 put down by Alex Eilertson, who usually doesn't get to do that, and then 4 by Steer and Steer. For Rustad, it was 2 in the first, then 5 in the third, or 5 in the second, and then 6 in the third. And on the assist side of things, none other than Alex Eilertson doing her job at setting everybody up, but it went, as she had a total of 21, 8 in the first, 7 in the second, and 11 in the third, for a total of 26 assists. 21 of those to Alex Eilertson. We also saw a few people like Grace Fleming and Allie Reap do a good job as well. As we switch over to the Perham Yellow Jackets, by the way, the Hawley Nuggets advanced to 17-4 overall, 10-2 in the section, and 5-1 in conference play. The Perham Yellow Jackets will fall 10-15 overall, 7-5 in the section, 2-4 in the conference. So let's take a look at their statistics. With only 3 aces in the game, 1 in the first and 2 in the second, spread out between Sydney Anderson, Olivia Pilgrim, and Maya Richter. In the blocks category, it was 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and 7 in the third, for a total of 12. Your leader in blocks, I mean, everybody was doing a good job. We saw Greta Razor step onto the floor. She had 2. Pilgrim had 2. That's Olivia Pilgrim. And Morgan Berkman was up there with 2, as well as Willow Thiel, who did an amazing job tonight as well. On the kills, 10 in the first, 8 in the second, 7 in the third for a total of 25. Your kill leader was Willow Thiel with 12. She had 4 in the first, 4 in the second, and 4 in the third. That was followed by Jaden Hackle, who had 5. And then we look at the assist category, and we see that it went 6 in the first, 3 in the second, and 4 in the third. Your leader for the Yellow Jackets was Jaden Hackle with 6, 2 in the first, 1, and then 3. As we switch things over to continuing our post-game, I should say, here on yourliveevent.com, I hand the mic over to none other than the junior, Anna Steer. And Anna, let's talk a little bit about, I'm going to talk about your 2 power kills to finish off set 1 and set 2. Great job. Amazing energy.
Thank you.
It's a good job. And then you had none other than Alex Eilertson to set you up for those as well. So tell me the feeling of tonight's game. You guys were wanting revenge after early on a month ago taking this team on.
Yeah, I think we played Perham, our 3rd game in the season, and it did not go the best. It was kind of one of our worst games, and we really wanted to get back at them and just kind of prove who we are. And we know we're one of the top teams in the conference. We wanted to keep that title and not let them get in our way. So.
And you guys didn't. I mean, how tired are you, though? That's 3. It was only 3, but it was 3 hard-fought sets.
Yeah, I'm a little tired with our 11-hour tournament on Saturday. That was so. Otherwise, it's been fun. It's been fun.
Good. I also want to mention you were very active up front as well. I mean, you, according to my unofficial stats, I have you down for 4 blocks. If not, and then, of course, there's assists and those kinds of things, so adding all that up turns to about 4. Timing, just talk a little bit about being in the front row and what you have to do to be successful and get those points in that situation.
Perham has a really quick offense, so it's kind of a little bit harder to get to every block with them setting to the outside and right side. So I think just being ready and having quick feet, it's give us a little more success.
Well, on that note, before we talk to Alex, my Enbridge Energy Player of the Game is none other than you, Anna Steer, the junior. You brought the energy the entire time, especially in those first 2 sets, to end on those major hits to the floor. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on being the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game.
Thank you.
And good luck as the season continues on here.
Thank you.
Anna Steer, she's the junior, standing at 5'9", middle hitter, and she does a great job for this Hawley Nugget team. We see her walk off, and we get to talk to I feel like we get to talk to Alex every time, and I hope she's not tired of me. We're not tired of hearing from her. Alex Eilertson, the senior, as a senior, huge game tonight. What was the feeling coming into this one? Again, wanting revenge, I imagine.
Yeah, we definitely have grown in the past games that we've had the last few weeks. So coming into this game, we know that we could have played them better last time, and we wanted to just bring it right away. The energy, we were working together. We love the pregame hype, so we also try to focus, but we do some cheers and get the energy going.
Yeah. You know, speaking of which, tonight was the Dig Pink event, Dig Pink night. Really cool that you guys, as seniors, I imagine, kind of said, let's do this. And you had lots of support from the student section, from your parents, from the audience, and also from the businesses around town as well to donate to a great cause.
Yeah, it was great. The businesses donated a multitude of things. And as you can see in the crowd, there is a ton of pink. I think just playing for something beyond ourselves is another way to look at it, and it really helps us to just do our best.
Absolutely, and so you have the energy from everybody in that sense. You have this big game on your hands. I mean, their record doesn't show it coming into this one 2-3, and now they're 2-4 because of this loss. But I'd say they're a top team in this conference, and so it was expected to be a tight one, and it was.
I'd say they are a young team, lost seniors last year, and but they're always good. They're always scrappy, and they just always give us a run for our money. So, yeah, it's fun to beat them because it's definitely a big rivalry.
Also, want to mention, just like we were talking with Anna, you had 3 blocks according to what I have. Talk about being up front. I mean, you're up front most of the time anyway, trying to set up the play, but also to be able to be quick like that and jump up. I'm not fast like that. Walk me through what it takes and what you're watching for to make that timing right.
Well, first of all, I have to remember if I'm in the back row or the front row because I'm up there so much. Because it sometimes gets tough when the passes are too tight on the net.
Mm-hmm.
As a setter, I'm not allowed to come from the back row and hit it over. So just to keep it out of the net and also set it up to my hitters is important. When I'm in the front row, it's all about getting your feet there before the ball. And for blocking wise, just to watch the hitters on the other side, they kind of telegraph where they're going. It helps to talk to the person next to you, just the quick, like, ready up, and watch sharp angle and stuff like that. Talking and communicating is a big part.
Communication, huge in this sport. The other thing that's huge is timing. And I don't know if you and I have talked about this, but over the last while since I've been here doing your broadcasts, I've noticed you just seem to get better and better each time. I mean, you're getting smarter with the game. And I mean this all as a compliment. Don't take it wrong, because you're setting things up. You're going on second touches. Tonight we saw a few times where you found that open spot. It seemed like the Yellow Jackets swarmed to one corner, so you found that middle spot, or you were able to serve it to the right spot. And we did talk about that. So as a setter and a blocker, you've got great vision to be able to see what's going on the other side of the net and through the net.
Well, thank you. It just I just need to remind myself that the goal of the game is to get the ball to land on the other side of the court. It doesn't have to be a power kill every time. It doesn't have to be an ace every time. It just needs to be put in the right spot, under control. So that's something we've worked on a lot, and I think that I've definitely gotten better throughout the season.
Sorry. You could be a coach. You should think about that as you continue your career, and hopefully you get to continue volleyball as well. And we've still got more of this season. Alex Eilertson, the senior for this team, congratulations on the win, and best of luck as things continue on here.
Thank you so much.
Once again, Alex Eilertson along with Anna Steer, who joined us here in the post game, talking about their great win tonight. 3-0 over the Perham Yellow Jackets, and getting a little revenge as we continue on in our post game. Again, Anna Steer, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, as they finished up Line 3. You can check out more at enbridge.com/line3.us and check out how that went. And our community co-op scoreboard once again showing us 3-0 in favor of the Nuggets, 25-23, 25-19, and 25-21. We'll take a break and come back in just a little bit. We'll see if we can track down Coach Kathleen Rusted for our final comments and then wrap things up here tonight on yourliveevent.com. Don't go anywhere. More to come.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Schedules can be a slippery slope. With yourliveevent.com, that's just not the case. Find schedules for select Minnesota and North Dakota high school athletics at our website. That's www.yourliveevent.com. For schedule updates, follow our social media pages. Never miss again when it comes to scheduling with Your Live Event.
For the best selection in new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, stop by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. With one of the biggest, best selections around and the most competitive prices, it's worth your time to stop and visit the guys and let them put you in a new vehicle. Check out the selection online at christianmotors.com or stop by the lot in Fertile. Proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. It's Christian Motors in Fertile.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers.
At Hawley Public Schools, their focus is on students. With preschool, before and after school enrichment, and community education, the Hawley Public Schools are able to provide learning opportunities for all students. With academic clubs, athletics, and fine arts, the Hawley Public Schools has the right club or organization for your student to become a member of. To learn more about programs and activities offered by the Hawley Public Schools, visit them online at hawley.k12.mn.us.
Tearing things down for the evening on yourliveevent.com on a Monday night of volleyball here from Hawley, Minnesota. I'm Leif Bakken, glad to have had the play-by-play for you, and a good one as the Hawley Nuggets took their revenge against the Perham Yellow Jackets in conference play of 25-23, 25-19, and 25-21. A month ago, the Nuggets had gone and saw the Yellow Jackets in Perham, and it had gone in favor of the Yellow Jackets, as they had gone 3-0. This is how it kind of went. Back and forth battle in set number one until about midway, and the Nuggets pulled away. They got about a 5-point lead, and then they had some errors and let their opponents back into it. The Yellow Jackets got in, and the Nuggets had to battle their way out with a big kill by Anna Steer, our Enbridge Energy Enbridge Energy player of the game. That's the word I'm looking for, because we'll see what she did in the second set as well, as they got 25-23. Had a hard-fought battle again until the midway in the second set, where the Nuggets pulled away, leading by 4, and then they finally finished it off with a big kill headed to the back row from none other than Anna Steer. In the third set, it was a battle all the way through until we got to the 20 mark. Then the Nuggets were able to pull away, and Rustad had that match-winning kill set up by none other than Alex Eilertson, as she had a number of assists tonight, 21 according to my statistics. Rustad had 14 kills according to what I have. And in that third set alone, the Nuggets had 20 kills, 20 of them. So good job there. And they would win that 25-21. It's a little different story when you look at the Yellow Jackets side of things. They got a lot of their points on errors made by the Nuggets, but they had a total of 25 kills in the entire match. 10 in that first set. That's pretty good. 10 kills on a 25-23 loss in that first set. Once again, Perham will go 10-15 overall, 7-5 in the section, and 2-4 in the conference. The Hawley Nuggets are now at 17-4, 10-2, and I need to write these down as they're 5-1 in the conference. That one conference loss to none other than Perham. Let's take a quick look here on the interwebs and see that the Nuggets take on Barnesville tomorrow in 8AA section play. That should be at 7 o'clock start for them. It's in Barnesville, and it's part of the conference as well in this South Heart of Lakes Conference. So that's where they'll be tomorrow night. Then next Monday, they'll have an out-of-conference game against Ada Borup West. And then back in conference next Tuesday. I'm not sure if this site is correct. They got Breckenridge, I believe, here at home, according to this. It also has them against Perham again, but that doesn't make much sense. So I don't think that's the case, but we'll find out. Just pay attention here on yourliveevent.com to what's going on and look at the schedule. Speaking of which, there should be some volleyball tomorrow night on a Tuesday night. Regular volleyball, Minnesota volleyball, Fertile Beltrami, Climax Fisher, and then North Dakota volleyball as well. There will be volleyball on Thursday and football on Friday. Also going to be some volleyball on Saturday. So full week of volleyball for you. Take a little break on Friday and check things out as well. So there you have it, folks. Here on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bach, and I'm glad to have had the play-by-play action for you. And you can hear Coach Kathleen Rusted on this week's Coach's Corner that'll be posted on rjbroadcasting.com, and hear her thoughts from tonight's game along with their game against Barnesville. And then they have a long week to take a break and get things rested up and taken care of after their long weekend as well. So, on that note, again, here's the scoring as the Hawley Golden Nuggets take out the Perham Yellow Jackets 3-0. It's 25-23, 25-19, and 25-21 on yourliveevent.com. Your Live Event powered by Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. If you see any of the sponsors that you saw rotating in the corner there, or when we played our ad breaks, please tell them thank you for sponsoring the Your Live Event games and making it possible for us to do play-by-play from all these places all over. And that is going to do it for me here on yourliveevent.com. I'm Leaf Bakken. Everybody have a great Monday night and have a great week. And we'll see you down the road.